He's having a senior moment. He's very fond of his hand wipes.
It's a problem because I've had to empty both water tanks on the boat because one year they froze and it cost me about 400 quid for a new catalytic converter. Welding was about 300 quid or something. So we've just done some work on the engine, which we'll no doubt share with you at the moment. But I've lost my hand wipes. I think he's got them somewhere. He's trying his hair.
He loves his hand wipes. We're on cool runnings again, so it won't surprise you that we've been on here a while and we haven't got sailing yet.
Oh, for Pete's sake, yeah.
But not a bad November's day, look, in Gosport. Blowing a bit of a cold easterly, but we're going to Hillhead today. I'll explain a bit more about that. You've lost what as well?
I've lost a screwdriver yesterday. I've literally pulled up the aft cabin in bits to try and find it. Can't find that. This is really a mystery. Okay. I'm going to suggest we turn the engine off and mop that water stroke oil up. Yeah.
I haven't hidden anything. I think I've hidden them. What, you think I've hidden your wipes?
Yeah.
Are we gonna, if we don't find your hand wipes, are we going to be able to sail? I found your wipes.
Oh, good.
Come here. It seems to me that you put your wipes in your toolbox.
Oh, okay.
So can I suggest that you look for your screwdriver wherever you keep your wipes? How many tea bags did you want?
Open that bin door, I'll cover it in fuel.
You all, mate?
There's fuel down these little things inevitably going to be, but
Yeah.
making sure I get the rest of it out so it doesn't slop everywhere.
So our intention is to leave Gosport pretty close to low tide. We'll then exit Portsmouth Harbour. We won't have enough water to turn right up the inner swashway, so our intention is to continue up the main channel until the transit of the monument and the south edge of the brown office building come into line. You can see the transit lining up right now. We'll then turn to starboard and keep this transit on a back bearing for about half a mile. After that, we're free to turn to starboard and head right close to Gilkiger Point. We'll then hug the coastline, staying south of the green lateral beacon, which is close to the Royal Yacht Squadron Yellow Buoy. Staying south of the beacon because it dries north of this. We'll then have enough water to head straight for our anchorage off Hillhead. We intend, if the sea state allows, to anchor in 3 to 4 metres close to here and then take the dinghy ashore. We're planning to visit a pub which is a recommendation by Pete 7. Pete 7 is a moderator on the Cruiser forum and for some reason enjoys watching these videos. The pub is called the Osborne View, and if you've never been there, I recommend it. It's one of the best menus in the Solent.
Right there?
Yeah. We've got some replies back on our straw polls, which we put on YouTube and the YBW forum.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they were now.
It was depth under keel.
Yeah, okay.
Or depth of water was number one.
Depth of water was 100%, except for one person.
Good person.
And that one person said he uses depth under keel, but he's in the med and there's no tide. If he was here, he would use depth of water.
Very good.
What was the other one we did?
That I can't remember. But didn't
no, journey or destination.
Journey or destination, yeah.
Overwhelmingly journey and arrival. Arrival, same as we.
Very interesting. Right, we're currently on pretty much a dead run, going past the Hasler detention centre at the moment. We're on our way to try a viewer-nominated pub, and it's quite bizarre because you sat in the car and said, I've got a pub that a viewer's recommended, and I said, hang on, I've got one I want to recommend. Took my mother to it. My mum's 96, always looking for nice places for her to look out over the sea, and it was the same place, the Osborne View. So we may or may not be able to do it today, depending on the state of the swell and the chop. But we're going to go in, and Dave, I'm sure, will show you this at some point on a still picture. But if you want to take a look at the navionics here, we're just coming around here, and our intention is to sail and anchor up, roughly speaking, there, where we'll then take the dinghy ashore if the conditions allow us. Failing that, you could, viewers, ask Dave Rametz how many times he's brought spare rations in case we don't make the pub. That'd be an interesting question to ask him.
Only David Oliver can turn an interesting discussion into a moan at the simplest. It's a simple thing for him to do.
Every Friday I have to remember the milk and the water, the spare bacon, the fresh bread, the butter.
We bring the bacon and bread in case we can't find a pub. How many times have we ever used it?
In the last year, probably once.
When?
Can't remember.
No, we haven't used it at all.
We have.
We haven't used it at all. Every time we've gone out to find a pub, we found a pub.
Used it.
Behave yourself. Somebody said, Dave, what they sort of liked about our videos is that we haven't got any babes in bikinis on board.
Okay.
But
I feel a segue coming on. Baboon.
We do have some little hotties.
Little hotties. So, Dave gets these, I think, from the States, don't you?
No, I just get them off Amazon in a big box.
Officially endorsed by the US ski team, has to be good, therefore. We pull it out and we give it a good old shake. And already feel it warming up. That's brilliant. Then you either stick it inside your glove or inside your pocket in this case for now, and then into my glove later.
They last about 10 hours. Good heat, quite hot. So you've got to be a little bit careful here. It's 3 hours before high water, and we've still got a lot of drying all around us, so we don't want to run aground and break the split pin. But I think we're alright here. Found a little gap, heading this way. So we did go aground. It shallows pretty quickly, eh? Better not be closed. It better not be closed.
No, there's two policemen up there.
Okay.
Even the oyster catchers are too cold to do anything.
We want to do another straw poll, and it's to do with wind. So I tend to have my wind instruments on, what's the word?
Apparent.
I have the wind instrument on my boat on apparent wind.
Yeah.
And Dave,
I like to have mine on true, although I do alternate, a little bit like playing the piano on my B&G instruments. By the way, talking about the straw polls, so yes, please do vote. Do you want your boat set to apparent, and if so, why? Or if you prefer it true, then select true, but tell us why. Importantly, he has a confession. Come on.
I think you're trying to get away from the ridiculous idea of why you would have true wind.
No,
on wind
no, come on.
instruments.
There was an appalling lack of judgment today, wasn't there? You were trying to hurry up.
Good judgment.
No, come on. It was lack of judgment. He was trying to rush things, because I know what he's like. In fact, this is another poll. When you get back, do you just want to get off the boat, leave it in a filthy state and run on home quick? Is that what you do? Please answer that question on the poll. In his rush to get the boat ready before we're even docked up, ask him what he did. What did you do?
I let go of the main halyard. It flew out the back in a force 4-5 wind,
Yes.
whipping dangerously, mad killing thing.
It was like Kill Bill on a boat. So we managed to secure it, didn't we?
Anyway,
Didn't we?
Anyway, when you're sailing,
Yeah.
you sail to apparent wind. And I know if you turn into wind, you've got to take account for a significant wind increase. So being aware of true is important. But you sail to apparent wind. You set your sails to apparent wind.
Yeah.
You reef to apparent wind.
Yeah.
So your instruments should be on apparent wind, says me.
Right. The problem with this calculation for him and for me, the reality is neither of us have an impeller that works. So the truth is, whether you set it to true or apparent, you're only going to get one reading on either of our boats, aren't we?
Yeah, fair point. But
Yeah, fair point.
So-
point well made.
so,
Very well made.
but
Excellently
fortunately,
well made.
if your impeller's not working, it sets it to what's that word again? Apparent, which is the right thing to do.
Fair enough. I mean, what can I say? But why bother setting it then if you know what it's going to be?